For this video series, we are headed to Grants, New Mexico, and the Bandera volcano and ice cave, where the land of enchantment meets the land of fire and ice, by way of this perpetual ice cave, insulated by a lava bed formed by a volcano that erupted over 10,000 years ago. This unofficial national wonder has transformed into a bustling tourist attraction under the ownership of the Candelaria family, welcoming thousands of families to the land of fire and ice since it began to officially welcome visitors back in the 1940s. However, over the past few years, those numbers have dwindled. In an effort to boost the local tourism, a college was greenlit to be built in the valley of the volcano, and it will boast an FBS team ready to suit up for this upcoming season. Meet the Bandera Tech Ice Dragons, forged by fire, hardened by the frigid cold. Staying true to the lore of the land of fire and ice from which they originate, the Ice Dragons aim to swoop in and realign the power dynamic of the college football landscape. But it starts with the coach. This is Coach Get Your Ass Back. No one knows his real name, but he's a legend to many. Hand-selected by the Candelaria family, known for his hard-nosed, no-nonsense approach, Coach Assback will come in as a motivator, ready to get the best out of his guys on any given game day. But don't expect the Ice Dragons to enchant anybody right away. Grants, New Mexico has a population of 9,000, and not much homegrown talent to fill the roster. And being in between four major FBS teams makes the talent pool even shallower. What we're left with is this motley crew of football players, many of whom have never suited up before. And while playing at the base of a volcano might be a dream for some, it's not the biggest selling point for new recruits. In addition, the Athletic Commission has imposed some harsh sanctions on this team off the bat. To avoid a situation like Colorado, Coach Assback is only able to recruit one-star players in year one. That restriction is upgraded to 2 stars in year 2 and 3 stars in year 3 before being lifted entirely. What's more, the recruit must actively have Bandera Tech in his top 10 to even be targeted. That's separate from the goals put forth by the Candelaria family and investors, where we must schedule a top 25 opponent each season, have a combined winning record against the other New Mexico teams, have a nationally recognized award winner, win 3 Mountain West championships, and of course, a national title. Oh, and we have to do it all in 10 years. Can Coach Assback turn the land of fire and ice into the land of champions, or will this experiment go up in smoke? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's been way too long, but I'm back with another rebuild, our first and possibly only rebuild for College Football 25, with College Football 26 right around the corner. As you saw, we have some lofty goals for this series, and the odds are stacked against us as we check out this roster. But before we get started, there are 4 guys that I want to highlight. First is senior quarterback Rex Matlock, the most experienced quarterback on the team, having spent the last few years playing at a community college after not receiving a single D1 offer. Next is Kendrick Martin at running back. He has no playing experience like most of the team, but as a former track star, he is a freak athlete, and he'll take majority of the snaps at tailback this year. Now, these next 2 guys actually have D1 experience. Dion Wallace is a transfer from Ole Miss, finally getting a chance to get some playtime in a less competitive conference on a far less competitive team. And last but not least, our highest rated player, Chinedu Obawale. This hard-hitting transfer from Bowling Green will lead this wayward defense after missing the last few seasons due to injury. Look for him to be a standout on our defensive front 7. But if we're going to win anytime soon, we got to look to the future of this team and the recruiting. Now, I don't expect any of these guys to make an impact on the team, but they will provide us some depth and help out as we allow the other players already on the team to develop. But a couple of these guys look pretty solid for 1-stars. As for our current team, we'll go ahead and redshirt the lowest rated guys, hopefully giving them a chance to progress in the offseason. Who knows? And after one final check of our settings and our sliders, let's get this show on the road. FCS Northwest is rated higher than us at a 64 overall, but we're not going to let that bother us here. We're going to come out and try our best as we field our first kickoff in our school's history, and Javon Moore will take it out to the 15-yard line before getting tackled. And we want to come out here and make a statement, and Rex Matlock will find Dion Wallace for the first catch and first down in our team's history. And Kendrick Martin will get himself involved in the passing game on the very next play as he catches his pass in the flat and he will go out and make a first down of his own. And we are looking pretty good on this drive, but I might have gotten too far ahead of myself here as we let up the sack, and that brings up 3rd and 14. And we'll be looking to get all of that here, and we'll get half of it, but that's not enough, and we'll need to punt the ball away. And we'll get a first look at this defense here, and I'm not too impressed with the defensive backfield, and you see why as we get torched for 25 yards on the second down play. And coverage isn't our only issue, as this running back will get the ball looking like a prime Derrick Henry trucking ahead for the first down. But we got him to a 3rd and 3, and if we get to stop here, we can force a long field goal or a punt. But FCS Northwest has a man wide open in the end zone, and they will draw first blood in this game. And we'll have a chance to answer here on this next drive, but first we'll pick up this 4th down conversion in the first quarter, proving yet again that we can move the ball at will against this defense. And we're starting the second quarter off with great field position, and Kendrick Martin will get involved here in the run game as he will zip up the field for a first down, but there is a flag on the play, and I think it might be a holding call against us. Our offensive line is not up to the challenge so far in this game. And now with 3rd and 14, we need a miracle again, and we will throw the ball up, and it's almost picked, and this drive is over. And we'll get our second look at this FCS Northwest offense as the quarterback will come out here and drop back, and he will find his tight end wide open across the middle, and he's out in space, and Obawale will have to make the touchdown saving tackle. And this offense is on the move again with great field position, and Austin Chaney sends prime Derrick Henry in motion, and there's not a single defender over there as he will get all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And we have no communication here as a defense, as our whole team will bite on the read option, and Austin Chaney's in for a touchdown. And just like that, we're down 2 scores against an FCS team at home. And Rex Matlock is going to come out here looking to make a play immediately, throwing it to Dion Wallace, and Dion Wallace gets near another first down. And we're going to get to see how he operates this 2-minute offense, trying to get up the field, and that pass is risky, but Kendrick Martin comes down with it. And there's a minute 48 left in this first half. Rex Matlock is flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it into double coverage, and that's an interception.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And interceptions were a big part of my last rebuild, and looks like they rear their ugly head here again, but Obawale makes the quarterback pay with a big sack. That stalled their drive out just long enough for us to get another crack at a touchdown before the half, and Kendrick Martin dazzles with a beautiful reception. And on the very next play, Rex Matlock scrambling out of the pocket and making magic happen, finding Kendrick Martin again. This is how dangerous this offense can be. Rex Matlock looking like a true system quarterback out there. He will scramble to his left, picking up the first down, getting out of bounds at the 42. And you got to think we got a couple cracks at the end zone here with 8 seconds left to go, throwing it up to Chase Perkins, and that is tipped. And with one more opportunity to get to the end zone, Rex Matlock scrambling to his left, he will find Dion Wallace, but Dion Wallace doesn't have anybody to pitch the hook and ladder to, and that's the end of the first half. And we pick up here midway through the third, and prime Derrick Henry gets the ball on a halfback sweep, and he is out in space down the right sideline, making a man miss inside the 10. And you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, as the entire defense will bite on the read option yet again, and the quarterback gets his second rushing touchdown of this game. And it doesn't get any better from there, folks. We are down 31-zip midway through the fourth, but Chase Perkins has a step, and he will get our first touchdown of this dynasty rebuild. And of course, it comes way too late. We will not pull off any miraculous comeback. This one will hold. 31-7 is the final score in our first game. An embarrassing defeat to an FCS team, a generic roster team, and Austin Chaney looked like prime Nick Foles, dicing us up for 240 yards and 4 touchdowns. Some good news though, Chinedu Obawale was National Player of the Week with his 9 tackles, including that big sack. And we got to hit recruiting hard if we're ever going to be good enough to beat an FCS school, but these 1-star recruits are not cutting it for me right now. And it's not going to get any easier, as in our second game of this rebuild, we go on the road to take on the defending champs, the Michigan Wolverines. And we get the ball first in this game, and you can see the stadium post the 8th toughest team in the nation, squiggly lines everywhere, and that's a drop by Chase Perkins and a flag here early. Kalen Franklin with the hold. Not a good start to this game. And it's raining, it's pouring, it's 3rd and 18, not a position we want to be in. And Rex Matlock is just going to throw it up to his number one target, Dion Wallace, and he gets a hand on it, but it is dropped incomplete. Michigan will take over with great field position, quarterback under center, and they're going to hand the ball off to Donovan Edwards, and we corral him just for a 5-yard gain. And just like that, we got the defending champs to a 3rd and 5, and Warren has a man wide open over the top, but he overthrows him, and Michigan has to kick a field goal. But our offensive woes will continue. Another 3rd and long. Rex Matlock trying to make a play.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And that's an interception by Michigan, and they will get great field position. And here on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, Warren dropping back, and he has a man wide open, but Nico Solomon is there with a clutch deflection. And honestly, we haven't been playing that bad, but we give up the touchdown here on a seam route, and he just had a step on a defender. And Michigan now goes up 10-0. And after a 3 and out, Michigan has the ball back. It's 3rd and 4. Warren is dropping back, and we will drop the interception. Nico Collins Jr. and the Ice Dragons facing another 3rd and long. This time, Chase Perkins will catch the ball, but he is stopped short, and the ball will go right back to Michigan. And we are only down by 10 points in this game. We're not playing terribly as Warren drops back, and Bubba Ray is in there for the big sack. Tell his brother Devon to get the tables. Big play, and now Michigan has a 2nd and 13. But now we get caught slipping, and the bubble screen will go all the way to the house for a touchdown. We'll end the quarter down 17-0 on the road at Michigan. Not the worst thing. And although we're losing, I got to commend my guys for how they've bottled up Donovan Edwards so far this game. But we didn't learn our lesson playing man coverage again on Samaj Morgan, and he burns us for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And it's getting out of hand here in Ann Arbor. And just like that, Michigan back on offense, and Donovan Edwards splits the defense getting down to the 4-yard line. And I know I spoke about containing him, but not much longer as he will get into the end zone for his first touchdown of the game. And just like that, it is 31-0. Rex Matlock, trying to show off his 2-minute drill, has a man deep.
Nope.
And Chase Perkins with the unlikely drop. The rain is getting to these receivers here in Ann Arbor, but he finds Scoot McDaniels with a big clutch catch to make it first down. And Rex Matlock, keeping his poise here, trying to keep his guys in the game, has Kendrick Martin deep, and that is a drop, bringing up 3rd and long. And we got to stay on the field here, and Kendrick Martin will drop the ball again. And just like that, Warren has his Michigan offense out. They're trying to take advantage of the 2-minute drill, and Donovan Edwards is wide open, and he has a step, and he will get into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown. And at this point, we're just hoping to slow this offense down 41-0. Donovan Edwards gets the ball, and he is in space for the hat trick.
You can't keep getting away with it!
And at this point, this game is over, 62-0. They still have their starters out there, and that is another interception thrown by Rex Matlock, and that one to be taken to the house, and we got destroyed, 79-0. The defending national champions really brought it to us today, and it was all spearheaded by this man right here, Donovan Edwards, completing a 5-touchdown game. I talked a lot of trash about stopping him, but it all came back to bite me. And our offense was abysmal, -8 yards rushing, and we led up 544 total offensive yards. So we're really going to need help on the defensive end, and we'll go after this guy right here, Josh Ackerman. And he doesn't look too bad, but remember, it's all about depth with these 1-star recruits. So we'll go ahead and throw some points at him. We got drubbed by Fresno State 49-10, but our receivers showed out with Chase Perkins leading our receivers. And the best thing about these 1-star recruits is that we're probably the only ones targeting them, so it should be pretty easy to get them as we land our first 2 recruits of this rebuild. And we get another crack at getting our first win of the season as we will welcome our first rivalry opponent of this rebuild, the New Mexico Lobos, visiting us at our home stadium as Javon Moore will field the kick and he will take it out and get past the 20 to start things off. And we got to come out hot in this game. It's a rivalry opponent. They're 3-1. Kendrick Martin has no fear in his heart as he will take this ball out and get past the 40-yard line. And this is the type of energy we need to see from this offense as Rex Matlock is dropping back, scrolling to his left, and he has Buford there who catches the ball and gets a big first down. Now in opposing territory, trying to make a play. Rex Matlock with a man in motion. We got the cross screen and Kendrick Martin getting shifty, and he's the fastest guy on the team, and he will get us down inside the 30. This drive is looking great. Rex Matlock is looking poised. He has Deion Wallace wide open, and that is a drop. And Deion Wallace has had very questionable hands all season as Rex Matlock takes the sack here, bringing up a 3rd and long, and we have not been good at these 3rd and long to goes, but Scooter McDaniels is wide open, and we are now inside the 20-yard line. This is the type of drive we need to start this game off right, but an interception thrown by Rex Matlock, and just like that, we are off the field. I gotta say, though, I am impressed with how we did on that first drive as we have New Mexico on a 3rd and 5, trying to see if we can get them off the field, and that is a drop by Nico Solomon. And we get another crack at it here, and Kendrick Martin will get the ball, and he is zipping down the field for another big first down. Kendrick Martin has looked good so far, and we will get the ball out to Chase Perkins, and he drops it, and just like in the last game, Kalen Franklin getting caught for the holding. That would derail that drive. Our offensive line, our biggest Achilles heel. And this quarterback has all day to throw. And we drop another interception. That has been the story of the season. And it is 3rd and medium. Have an opportunity to get them off the field. And we will get torched. That drop interception coming back to bite us. Solomon does not have enough gas in the tank to catch him. And New Mexico is on the board first. Kendrick Martin continues his dazzling performance as he scampers down the field for a big gain here. And on 1st and 10, he will get the ball and do the same thing yet again, getting down the field for another big first down, and we are on the move. And this time the bubble screen will work. There's no flags on the field, and Chase Perkins gets the grab, and he is down the left sideline, getting all the way down inside the 10 to the 6. And this is our best opportunity to score as we'll hand the ball to Kendrick Martin. He'll get stopped at the 1, and we'll give him the ball again on 2nd down, and he'll get stuffed at the 1 again, and we'll follow it up with a 3rd down run to Buford, and he will get tackled for a loss. And we will walk away from this possession with 3 points. And we're not looking too bad against New Mexico as Dan Pierre leads his team out here and finds a man cutting across the middle, and that's a big first down. And we've been struggling against the pass all game, but they switch it up here with a run, and Eli Sanders torches us for a first down. But we have no answer for Dan Pierre as on 2nd and 4, he runs the play action. We read it perfectly, but he has a man wide open, and Bubba Ray has to drag him down. And all we can hope for is a stop here on 3rd down to keep it a 1-possession game. But Dan Pierre will find Sean Miller as he walks in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And all I can keep thinking about is those 2 dropped interceptions as the Ice Dragons take back over, facing a 3rd and 19. And Rex Matlock has to just make a play. And it's the tight end, Scooter McDaniels, getting the first down. And another 3rd and long. This time, Rex Matlock is going to find the leading receiver on his team, Chase Perkins. And we're not looking that bad here. Driving down the field, we get to see our 2-minute drill again. Kendrick Martin will get the ball and get a first down, but there is a flag again for holding. This time, Doug Barlow is the culprit. And we cannot have these demoralizing, drive-killing plays that set us back. 3rd and 18, Buford will drop the pass, and we will walk away with nothing, leaving Dan Pierre just enough time to dot us up down the field, leading a masterful drive as he gets New Mexico inside the red zone, and he will find a man in the back of the end zone. Medford will make this a 21-3 game, but with 32 seconds left, Matlock has a man deep, and it's Chase Perkins with no one around him, and he will take this all the way to the house, and this is somehow a game again. And you look at the pass attacks for these 2 teams, it's neck and neck, but Dan Pierre has been practically perfect today. And they take over to start the second half. And we have another interception that is dropped. That is 3 drop picks today. And I can't help but think how this game would be different if we caught those 3 interceptions. And we get caught slipping here as Medford will get the jet sweep. And he has nothing but green grass ahead of him. And that is his 2nd touchdown of the game. And we're slowly letting this one slip away from us. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The ball goes to Sanders, and Sanders will make the entire defense look silly here, breaking a tackle down the right sideline, and that is a punt return score. And it is out of hand here, and Rex Matlock facing a 3rd and 12, trying to do anything to make a play, and will fumble the ball, and his lineman runs into the end zone, and that is a safety. Kalen Franklin gets called for the holding, but it doesn't matter. The score is 47-10 here. Rex Matlock trying to make a play wherever he can, and Deion Wallace gets down to the 1-yard line, bringing up 4th and goal, and that will set up Kendrick Martin getting his first rushing touchdown of the season. And it's nice to see someone other than Chase Perkins score for a change, but not under these circumstances as we get destroyed 54-17 behind that 26-point third quarter that the New Mexico Lobos put up against us. And add Devin Dampier to the long list of quarterbacks that have had career games against us as he puts up 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Shout out to Evan Long. He'll probably be Obawale's replacement next year, as well as Ezekiel Duck, who should also see some playing time. And we have our best offensive output of the season against Hawaii in an 18-point loss, but of course our rushing game struggled yet again. But Matlock had a great game, and Dion Wallace actually looked like a star receiver for once. Wyoming gave it to us in another game where our rushing game couldn't get off the ground. But in a 2-score loss to Air Force, we get 114 yards rushing and a career high for Kendrick Martin. These 1-stars are flocking to us as we make it up to 11 signings on the season, and we still have a few games to go. But the losses will continue to pour in with losses against FIU as well as Utah State, and we are just not getting any luck this season. But as we continue to scour this list of 1-star recruits, I'm just hoping any one of these guys can be the future of this team. But none of that future talk will help us right now, as we have one usual game left, and it's against New Mexico State. Rex Matlock is starting off early, going to over-reliable Dion Wallace for the first down. And this is our last time playing with many of these players, including Rex Matlock, and he knows that as he's looking to make all the big plays as he finds Gutierrez here for the first down. But there is a flag on the play, and it looks like it's coming back, and it is once again Kalen Franklin with an untimely hold. And he has been a thorn in my side all season, derailing so many drives, leading to this 3rd and 16, and Rex Matlock just has to take off, and he will get close to the first down, but not close enough. But we'll go for it here on 4th and 4. Rex Matlock looking for a man, and he has Scoot McDaniels, and Scoot McDaniels came to play today getting a first down. And it's looking like we're going to have early success today like we did against New Mexico a few weeks ago, but I spoke too soon and we give up the sack. And this drive is over, and we will turn to New Mexico State, who starts off on offense, and that play gets a big first down for them. And we've had issues with our pass rush all season, barely getting any sacks, giving the quarterback all the time in the world, and Blake Trombley pulls in the catch for 26 yards. And now it's 3rd and 5. We're looking to get off the field. We got to make a play here, and we get absolutely bailed out with the bad pass. And of course, we're starting this drive 1st and 19 after another holding call. Rex Matlock looking to make a play. He has Dion Wallace, and that is just dropped. He didn't even try to get a hand on it. And now 3rd and 10, Rex Matlock dropping back, and Dion Wallace will make up for that embarrassing play with a first down grab. And we got to take the momentum of that clutch first down and do something with it as Rex Matlock scrambles to the right and almost gets the first down. And with 31 seconds left in the first quarter, Rex Matlock putting his body on the line so far in this game, making a play. He has Kendrick Martin wide open on the angle route, and that is a touchdown. And that is our first lead of the season here. And it's been so fun playing with Kendrick Martin, the star of this team, as we come out here on defense looking to make a play to start the second quarter. And that is a forced fumble, and we're on top of it. Hartley getting the fumble recovery, and we are in great field position. And that is one of very few forced turnovers this season. And I know I've been hard on my defensive backs this year, but Jaden Bowie, the senior, coming in and making a big clutch play in this game. And we want to take advantage of that turnover as Kendrick Martin gets the ball in a sweep, and he pushes forward for a first down inside the 30. And we're going to run tempo here, going for play action, but we will get sacked. And that'll put us in a 3rd and long situation. And when we're in these situations, we don't have many options as Rex Matlock will just find Perkins underneath, and this ball will go back to New Mexico State. But we still have an opportunity to keep the heat cranked up on defense as Valentine gets in for the sack. And I have not given my defense much credit all season, but they're showing up today as Hartley gets in for a sack of his own. And the Ice Dragons faced with a 3rd and medium, handing the ball to Kendrick Martin, and Kendrick Martin has the whole right sideline, and that 4.3 speed is showing up today, and he gets into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. Our largest lead of the season, already a career game for Kendrick Martin, and we are in good shape here in New Mexico. But New Mexico State has a run game of their own that they haven't gone to just yet until now, as number 5 will get the handoff and take it up and get down inside the 35-yard line. And we're looking for any way to stop it, but we won't be able to as Cameron Poe gets the ball here on first down from the 24, and he bullies his way into the end zone to make it a one-possession game. But Rex Matlock is not deterred as we get to see that 2-minute drill yet again. He scrambles for a first down pickup on 2nd and 6. And on 1st and 10 from the 35, he's looking to make a play, throwing it deep to Gutierrez, who gets a hand on it, and it is dropped. But luckily, Kendrick Martin showed up to play as he rips off this first down. And on the very next play, he gets the ball and rips off yet another first down to keep this drive alive inside of 2 minutes. And the Ice Dragons are driving now as Rex Matlock will drop back and find Gunderson with a bullet down the right sideline to get inside the 10. And this drive has been magical, and Rex Matlock still has more magic left in the tank as he will scramble to the right, chuck the ball up in triple coverage, and it is tipped and caught by Dion Wallace. And you can't count this man out. He disappointed early with the drop, but he comes through and gets the clutch grab off the tip drill. And I mean, that was a double tip drill. Rex Matlock throwing it up, no chance. Gutierrez drops it right into the hands of Dion Wallace, and we are up 2 scores leading into halftime. But it would be dumb to count New Mexico State out as they take over from the 15, and Cameron Poe has blocks and has a lane in front of him, making a man fall to the ground, and he is off to the races, putting this game back within 1 score. And I don't think we had Cameron Poe scouted out before this game, but I don't think New Mexico State had Chase Perkins scouted out either, as he beats everyone on the defense down the field on this fly route, getting tackled at the 6-yard line. And Rex Matlock, already having a career day, will look to continue that magic here as he finds Gutierrez on the screen route, and Gutierrez will waltz in to put this game back to a 14-point lead. And this is already the most points we've scored in a single game all season long, and we are showing out in front of this New Mexico State crowd. Could this be the upset that we've been looking for all season? But New Mexico State has great field position here as they look to make this a game again, and we get caught out of position, but Nico Solomon is there and he drops another interception. And I swear every time we make a mistake like this, we pay for it right away as Cameron Poe gets the ball down the sideline and he's tackled at the 10-yard line. And all I'm hoping for is a stop on 3rd and short to keep it a 2-possession game. And Cameron Poe gets the ball and we will shut him down. That'll hold New Mexico State to 3. And it's a 3rd and long. And Bandera Tech and Rex Matlock looking to make a play. And he's looking for Gutierrez, who will make up for that drop earlier with a massive catch down the right sideline. And we'll go into the 4th quarter up by 11 points on the road. We are playing amazingly, and Rex Matlock is looking like a star quarterback today. Kendrick Martin will open up the 4th quarter, continuing his ground dominance, picking up this first down easily on 3rd and 5. And Dion Wallace will revert back to disappointing us as he drops this clutch catch on 3rd down, bringing up 4th and 8. New Mexico State will take over here on 2nd and 7, and we will get bailed out here as he just slightly overthrows his receiver. But lightning will not strike twice as he somehow threads this needle in between triple coverage, and this man is on the way to the end zone, and just like that, it's a 1-possession game. And I swear, the luck never swings in our direction on plays like that. But we have another 3rd down and another bubble screen, and Chase Perkins will catch this one and get the first down. And all we got to do is run the ball and milk the clock, and Kendrick Martin will get the ball, and he picks up 5. The clock is stopped for an injury timeout, and the backup is in, and Buford gets nothing, bringing up 3rd and 5. And Rex Matlock is going to go to one of his favorite targets this season, Scoot McDaniels, but he is tackled just short, and it is now 4th and short. But the offense stays on the field, looking to clutch this game, and Kendrick Martin is tackled, and he is injured. And the ball is back in the hands of New Mexico State with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, and we get caught jumping off sides. And like I said, the luck never spins in our direction that way as Cameron Poe gets the ball and he has all the space in the world, picking up a first down. And on the very next play, they catch us offsides again, but the referee lets the play out. They hit us with a bubble screen of their own, and they are into the end zone for their first lead of the game. And Rex Matlock has 3 minutes to make some magic happen, and it almost ends in catastrophe as he is hit at the goal line. Bandera Tech will resort to some trickery here, coming out in the Wildcat, and the ball goes to Rex Matlock, and he has Dion Wallace wide open, who lays out for the grab. And if Dion Wallace kept his footing, that would have been a touchdown. But with 2 minutes, 19 seconds left, Rex Matlock finds Perkins across the middle, but there's another flag, another holding call, and this is going to set us back. But Rex Matlock has more magic left in the tank as he throws this into triple coverage, and Chase Perkins somehow comes down with it, making it 3rd and short. And on 4th and inches, we got to get this conversion. And Buford, in for the injured Kendrick Martin, gets the first down. And this touchdown or bust on this drive. And Che Perkins is open, but he'll drop it on the sideline. The moment is just too big for him. And everyone knows who's making the play on this 3rd and long. It's Rex Matlock. He takes off, but he fumbles. And New Mexico State recovers. And that is heartbreaking. And this game will end. Our best opportunity at winning all season slips through our fingers. And it all came down to a 4th quarter collapse that saw New Mexico State put up 22 unanswered points. And they were led by that man, Cameron Poe, the freshman, 200 yards rushing and 2 scores. This was our best all-around performance all season. Our highest point total, our highest offensive total, highest rush yards, highest pass yards. But we could not protect the ball when it mattered most. But Rex Matlock starred today with 338 yards and Kendrick Martin with 174 yards on 8 yards a carry. Che Perkins led all receivers, and Deion Wallace had one of his better games of the season. And we finished off the season with 2 back-to-back blowout losses against UNLV and San Diego State, bringing us to an abysmal 0-12. Rex Matlock had 2,800 yards and 19 interceptions, while Kendrick Martin only had 529 yards in the 2 touchdowns that we scored in the game with him. The true freshman Che Perkins led all receivers in receptions, yards, and touchdowns, and Deion Wallace disappointed. And our defense got 0. That's right, 0 interceptions all season and only 9 sacks as we let every quarterback do their best Tom Brady impersonation against us. Donovan Edwards won the Heisman Trophy after a great season, and the Michigan Wolverines will repeat as national champions. And that does it for year 1. We came out and performed exactly how I expected we would. 0-12, worst defense in the nation, 0 interceptions as a team. It remains to be seen if any of these 1-star recruits will actually help us out over the next 4 to 5 seasons as we chase that elusive national championship, as well as all the other goals set forth by the investors in the Candelaria family. But we'll find out how they do in season 2 at this same exact time next week. Until then, you know the drill. Stay safe, stay conscious. I'm out of here. Peace.